You keep coming back, it's episode 3 and yet we're still getting more views than we have subscribers. So make sure you're pressing that subscribe button because we're getting ever so closer to 10k. Can you help me get to 10k subscribers? I'll leave that down to you. Now, we are in the 3rd episode and final episode and we're going to have WrestleMania in today's episode. And of course, in case you missed last episode or you need a little reminder, we have started to lose against Stephanie McMahon's Raw. After we kind of dominated, as you can see here on the weekly progression, for a couple of weeks, they started to gain on us, and then in the last pay-per-view, they actually overtook us, which I actually thought we had a good pay-per-view. I had no idea how they've managed to do it. But still, we need to book our ideas up. We need to book better rivalries. And going into WrestleMania, we need to make sure we have all our cards in the right places, including some power cards maybe, because we still got that instigator card. We have got a To The Moon card, just in case somebody needs it going into that final couple of weeks. And we have the injury rehab card, just in case anybody picks up an injury coming in to the last couple of weeks. Now, our roster is very tired after a very difficult, pay-per-view that we had recently. So if we look at stamina-wise, we've got the likes of Finn Balor, Trent Seven, Liv Morgan, all down in the 20s, from Pete Dunne downwards, all in the 20s. And we do have some people who are absolutely fine, who maybe had a bit of a rest in the last pay-per-view, including Roman Reigns. Now, eagle-eye viewers have seen that we've got another new sign-in. AJ Styles, a phenomenal one. And I thought, the title is on Kevin Owens right now. There's a plan in my head that will get it off him because I'm not quite sure what to do with Kevin Owens. So for now, let's take a look at this show because calling out Kevin Owens is AJ Styles. Now, Kevin only has a 36 stamina rating, so I'm going to leave him out for a week as the champion. But AJ Styles is going to call him out if we could potentially get the belt on AJ Styles. There's a couple of people who are wanting title matches. There's might be something that I'll try and implement into a future show so that the title is in the right hands. We'll see. Our opener, though, was Sheamus versus Pete Dunne. Again, it's literally just the case of trying to fit people in who aren't that bad or aren't in rivalries right now, and Pete Dunne is one of them. Our journal, by the way, is have at least one Hell in a Cell match. Can we really afford to have a Hell in a Cell match? I mean, there's not a lot. I mean, this could actually be a Hell in a Cell match. I'm going to do it because what they're actually giving us is very good. So we're going to do that for that match there. Then we got the mid-card match. It's Roman Reigns versus Trent Seven, but Cesaro is going to do the run-in on Trent Seven. Then we got Finn Balor. He's going to change his role from a heel to a babyface. Then we got the mid-card match of Bayley versus Io Shirai. Hell in a Cell. Dakota Kai is going to do the run-in on Bayley. Then we got a charity match with Raquel Gonzalez. A charity match. It's just a promo. It's just a promo for Raquel Gonzalez. Then it's the main event. It's the tag team with a tag rivalry of a level 3 out of 4 so far. It's Riddle and Randy on RK Bro versus Akira Tozawa and Oni Lorcan. Now, Randy has requested a title shot in the future. Don't know whether I'll actually go through with that, but still, we do have a pre-match physio if we can do this, which we will, and I think we're in a good stead and a good setup for Mania. Sheamus and Pete Dunne then opening the show as a tables match. I don't think these two have faced each other in a singles contest yet. Pete Dunne with the victory. It's an okay match. No rivalry, which I'm absolutely fine with. AJ Styles calling out Kevin Owens. It's an excellent promo on his debut on SmackDown, and it has started a new rivalry to level 1. That could be a good WrestleMania match. Roman Reigns versus Trent Seven, but with Cesaro doing the run-in. Will he still lose? He hasn't. This time he has beaten Trent Seven. Remember, on his debut, he lost to Trent Seven, did the head of the table. This time he needs Cesaro, though, to help him out. That is now a level 2 rivalry. Finn Balor's going to do a role change. It's a good promo. It's a good role change. He is now a good guy. Bayley versus Io Shirai. It's Hell in a Cell on a random mid-card match. And it's a great match too. Rivalry goes to level 4 for Kai and Bayley. Should I have made that the main event? It's an okay promo from Raquel Gonzalez on the charity work. Good stuff. But RK Bro versus Akira Tozawa and Oni Lorcan. Secret weapon. RK Bro wins. Oh, and Riddle's injured. It's a good match though. And tag team rivalry is up to level 4. Oh, I'm so annoyed that Riddle's got himself injured. Okay, so plans in my head. Plans in my head. All the things you said, running through my head. There's also voices in my head, said Randy Orton. We did beat Raw in the mid-card there, the second mid-card. They beat us in the opener and tied the other two. 15,000 fans we gained there with $75,000. Not a lot of money. What did they gain? 4,000 fans. Good. So we gained more fans than them this time round. I think we had good bonuses as well. But they gained $125,000. They have a little bit more money than us. We are catching them on the fans, though. And Eric is still the champion. Somebody actually left a comment in the last episode saying, do you think Eric is the new secret weapon? And I like that idea. All right, then, week number 12. And we have an opening contest between Kevin Owens and AJ Styles, and it's for the title. I have a plan. I think this is how I'm going to try and play it out. Then we have Bayley doing charity work. The mid-card match is a tag team match for the women. They got a level 2 rivalry right now. If we can get that to level 3, then ideal, because then I have plans for the women's title, which is obviously at the minute on Charlotte. Self-promo of Only Lorcan. Then the mid-card match, is Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns. Going to try and start a new rivalry there. Charity is Pete Dunne. And then in the main event, Randy Orton's asked for a title match. I'm going to see whether this counts, because it is a title at the end of the day. RK Bro versus Sheamus and Cesaro. You can see here, promised Randy a title shot within 3 weeks. It doesn't say anything about what title it has to be. So I'm hoping that this still counts. We've got show logistics here. We've got 2 bonuses at the bottom there where we gain 2 morale and 1 popularity. Always make sure you're trying to get as much as things as possible on that. And then you can obviously gain a lot of popularity and your wrestlers won't be too disheartened. The title match is the opener then. Has AJ Styles just walked in the building and took the title? No, he hasn't. It is a level 2 rivalry though, and an amazing match, even though it was only a tables match. Bayley for charity. Oh, I need to make sure I can get this right. All right, okay. Raquel. Oh, I've got a plan. I've got another plan. Seeing as plan A didn't work, always have a plan B in your back pocket, fellas. Right, okay. Raquel Gonzalez, Charlotte Flair, Io Shirai, Liv Morgan. Let's see. Raquel Gonzalez and Charlotte Flair win. Injury doesn't do anything for the rivalry. We need something else for tag rivalries, man. We need something on that promo section. You give us another patch. And maybe have like a backstage interview with 2 of a tag team, or have like a backstage attack and have them attack another tag team. Something that can help increase the tag team rivalries, please. Only Lorcan's self-promo. Good. It's a +3. Then in the mid-card, we have Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns. Let's see how this one does. Roman Reigns has gone a roll now. He's won 2. Finn Balor's now injured. Jesus Christ, we're getting so many injuries leading up to WrestleMania. And it doesn't even start a rivalry either. It's a great match too. Pete Dunne doing a promo. It's a good promo, +5,000 fans. By the way, another reason to subscribe is tomorrow we're going to have a full 15-week playthrough. So if you're watching this on the Friday that it comes out, tomorrow on the Saturday, a full 15-week playthrough, and it's going to be tag team only. That means the tag team matches. I'm only going to pick tag team matches for every single match. So every single time, I'm going to have to use, for 16 wrestlers? That's going to be very difficult, and I hope you can enjoy me for that. So that'll be good. That'll be a lot of fun. Also, really difficult. Now, the main event. Will Riddle win? Riddle and Randy win the tag team belts off the bar. Let's find out. No. No, they do not. It's an amazing match. Right. Okay. Let's find out then. Alexander Wolf versus Edge is what they're running right now. Where's Secret Weapon? Secret Weapon's not there. They're not even using their champ. They're resting him up. Good main event though, the women there in the tables match. I bet that does quite well, to be fair. We beat them in the opener, we beat them in both mid-cards and in the main event. It's a superb show for SmackDown. Let's go. Absolutely wiped the floor with them. We gained 31,000 fans and $116,000. That puts us to number 1 because they only won 8,000 extra fans at $174,000, which means they drop down to number 2. We overtake them. That's how quickly it can change. Just 2 weeks before WrestleMania, and things have changed and flipped on its head. Adam Pearce and SmackDown are the new leaders. Week number 13 then, and that's unlucky for some. And today is unlucky for Charlotte Flair. She's got a title match against Dakota Kai because Dakota Kai is in a level 4 rivalry, so I'm thinking women's title match at WrestleMania will mean more if it has Dakota Kai and Bayley, so I've give a fixed card to Dakota Kai to guarantee that she wins today's match. So, that means Dakota Kai and Bayley for WrestleMania, and Charlotte Flair will be in the women's tag match at WrestleMania. I think that's fair. Then we got a self-promo of Riddle, the mid-card match between Roman Reigns and Pete Dunne. I'm just throwing Roman Reigns in matches now, and he just isn't catching any rivalries, like, at all. So, there we go. Then we got a self-promo of Bayley, mid-card match of Sheamus versus Trent Seven, but Cesaro is going to do the run-in. Obviously, Sheamus' tag partner, doing the run-in on Trent Seven. Chariot's Oney Lorcan. And then in the main event, the final match, AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. It's an Extreme Rules match, but champion Kevin Owens, is going to do a run-in on AJ Styles. Right. And by the way, the tag team title was all that was required for Randy Orton to fulfill that promise that we gave him. He was happy with the title match, but he obviously didn't win, so he wasn't happy with his own performance. I'm quite curious for this video that I'm going to do tomorrow with all of the tag teams. That's a great match, by the way. Dakota Kai, new champion. How many wrestlers do you think I'm going to need? If we're using 16, what is it, 16? It is 16 wrestlers just in matches every single week. How many would you draft? Riddle doing the self-promo, 6-4, excellent promo there. Because, of course, we still got then 3 slots there. So, really, that's 19 wrestlers per show. So, you really want to have, like, 22, maybe? I don't know, that's a lot of wrestlers. It's going to be so much fun to see if we can win it, because it just seems to be a lot harder now. Finally, Reigns is in a rivalry with Pete Dunne. We've got another week to get that to level 2. Then we've got the Instigator card that we can use. Bayley doing the self-promo. It's an okay promo there. Sheamus versus Trent Seven, but with a Cesaro run-in. Who wins? Trent Seven still wins. He overcomes the tag team champs then. It's a level 3 rivalry. Oney Lorcan doing stuff for Charity, plus 5,000. Excellent promo rating too. Thank you very much. AJ Styles versus Randy. It's an Extreme Rules match as well. Second one of the night. Randy Orton wins. It's a good match. Does nothing for the AJ versus Kevin rivalry. Fair enough. Okay. What are we... main event. Secret Weapon Eric versus John Morrison. Amazing, really. That is actually a really good match. Let's just simulate it. We beat them in the opener, mid-card, drew that one, but they beat us in the main event. Of course they did. It's Eric for the title in just a normal match, which, fair play. Styles is perfect for Extreme Rules matches. Put him in another one. I shall. 17,000 fans. We gained $75,000. We're still ranked number 1. They also gained 17,000 fans. So nothing gained, nothing lost. That's fine. And yeah, we're still just ahead. And it's getting ever so close now to WrestleMania. All right, week number 14. It's the week before WrestleMania. And we've used a lot of cards. We got the injury rehab that we have given to Io Shirai, I believe. And then she still is away for a week. No idea why. We got a fixed match. That's going on Randy Orton today. He's got a title match. Oh, yes. Pre-match physio is going on Kevin Owens to make sure he doesn't become injured before WrestleMania. Special promotion just because we had it. And the To The Moon card, which we've put on Charlotte Flair because there was only 2 wrestlers that we could put it on. Charlotte or Akira Tozawa. Akira Tozawa, Secret Weapon, is in the main event against Kevin Owens because it's Kevin Owens' hometown of Montreal, Canada. However, it's going to be ruined by the phenomenal one AJ Styles. So hopefully that leads to a nice little heated brawl at the end there of SmackDown leading for tomorrow's main event, or not tomorrow's, next week's main event. But our opener, though, is a tag team rivalry or a tag team title match between Sheamus, Cesaro, Riddle, and Randy Orton. Of course, Sheamus, Cesaro won the last one. Trent Seven's going to do the run-in on Cesaro because they have a rivalry. And I haven't taken any chances. Randy Orton's got the fixed match so that he can become champion with RK Bro, because they have a rivalry of a level 4 with Akira Tozawa and somebody else, which I can't... Oney Lorcan. It is Oney Lorcan. Who is going to do a self-promo which meets the commissioner goal, and that gives us free arena booking. We're going to need that for WrestleMania because, as you can see, we don't have a lot of money still. The mid-card match is Liv Morgan versus Charlotte Flair because Io Shirai is still out for another week. Bayley's going to call out Dakota Kai. It's already at level 4, but it's just to keep the nice little rivalry heated. Stamina is also only on 19 there for Dakota Kai, which is why we're going to rest there. She is going to do a self-promo, though. And in the mid-card, we got Roman Reigns versus Pete Dunne. It's only a level 1 rivalry for now. Hopefully we can get it to level 2. Use the Instigator card. That can be a payoff at Mania. Well, I wonder who's going to win this one then. RK Bro pick up the victory. New tag team champions. It's a great match. Level 4 rivalry for Seven and Cesaro as well because of that. Fantastic stuff. I just wonder if I didn't give them the fixed match card, would he have won anyway? I'm curious. Only Lorcan doing a self-promo. It's a weak promo, gains nothing, but it gets us that free arena booking at the very least. Liv Morgan versus Charlotte Flair, just a random singles match, really. Liv Morgan picks up the win, but it starts a rivalry. No, disappointing. It's only a normal match. Call out is Bayley calling out Dakota Kai ahead of their rivalry. It's a good call out too. Roman Reigns versus Pete Dunne. Yes. And Pete Dunne picks up the victory. Level 2 rivalry. There we go. So we will have a payoff using the Instigator card. Dakota Kai is going to do a self-promo. Excellent stuff from her. +4 popularity after she wins the women's title last week. And Kevin Owens versus Akira Tozawa. Secret weapon. But with AJ Styles doing the running. Will he cost him the win in his hometown? He does. Akira Tozawa wins the match. Oh, it's awful as well. Mediocre. Oh dear, oh dear. I thought the show was going to be a lot better than that, I must admit. Right, okay, so they've got... it does look like, I want to see whether that is a good rivalry, that Eric call out to John Morrison there. Okay, match between those two ladies there. It is, it's a level 3 rivalry. Okay, goes to level 3. I'm not going to do anything else. We'll have a look at their Mania when we get to it. Oh, it's very poor. But we did use a Superstar card, which means we should retain as many fans as possible, which is why we get plus 42,000 fans. Think smart, Luke. Think smart. $139,000. We're still ranked number 1. We get the free arena booking. They only gained 15,000, so even though they had a much better show than us, we gained a lot more fans than what they did. Going into WrestleMania, we don't have a lot of money. That's my only concern, that we can't put on the best show possible. We'll see, though. I think we might just scrape through with that free arena booking. Akira Tozawa, 1 week before WrestleMania, when he has a level 4 rivalry going into WrestleMania, has decided to quit. Oh, you literally can write it. Secret weapon was not so secret for me. He was bloody awful. We gave him matches. I don't understand why he's so annoyed. He just won a match. He wanted a loyalty bonus of 100k, and I said no, like 2 weeks ago. So gutted. Riddle, something I've been wanting to say for a while, boss. Get a little sick of being the good guy all the time. Alright, Riddle. In the next 3 weeks, keeps him happy. Never gonna happen, is it? So... Oh, Akira Tozawa has gone. Has he actually just hopped off and left? He has. Oh, for God's sake. That was going to be a great rivalry match. Okay, WrestleMania time then. The women are going to open it up with the title match, Dakota Kai versus Bayley. It's an Extreme Rules match. Then we have the mid-card. That needs to be a title match, doesn't it? There we go. That needs to be a title match. We have signed Elias to take over as Oney Lorcan's tag team partner because he's a bruiser and it just matches up quite well. Then we've got Sheamus, Cesaro both on charity after losing their belts. Trent Seven, and I even spent a lot of money getting an injury card for Finn Balor just so we can cut a promo at the end. In the mid-card, though, we had the women's tag team title match between Charlotte Flair and Raquel Gonzalez against Liv Morgan and Io Shirai in a TLC match for the title. Pete Dunne versus Roman Reigns in a tables match. That's the 3 out of 4 now because we used the Instigator card. We've been saving it for a while. But the main event and the match we're going to watch today is Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles, Hell in a Cell. Alright then, Dakota Kai. We give her a little bit of a gimme for the title for this match especially, and she's lost it. She's jobbed out to Bayley. She was one of those interim champions, or the transitional champions is what the word is. It's a classic match though, rivalry complete. Cesaro doing the good work for charity. Then we got a mid-card match. It's the tag team match. This one is a tables match. Elias coming in first and foremost, but RK Bro pick up the victory. It's a new rivalry as well. It's an amazing match at the end of the day, so that's not too bad. Sheamus there, excellent promo. Then we got Flair and Gonzalez versus Liv Morgan and Io Shirai. And this is for the women's tag team titles. Flair and Gonzalez pick up the win. It's a classic rivalry complete. Trent Seven doing the work for charity. Good, thank you very much, Trent. Pete Dunne versus Roman Reigns. This one, interesting. Roman Reigns has come. He conquered Pete Dunne in a tables match. Amazing, rivalry complete. Finn Balor, yeah, come back from injury, just did a little bit of charity work. But this one, this is the main event, and it's for the Universal Championship. Yes, we're here. It's WrestleMania, and we have the Hell in a Cell. Universal Championship. Let me know, by the way, down in the comments whether you like watching the last match, the main events, etc. I'm curious. I won't do it all the time, but enough of you seem to enjoy it, then yeah, I'll chuck it in every now and then. Especially when we do like the split up ones. When we do the 15 weeks, probably won't. But first, a phenomenal one. AJ Styles, we signed him specifically for, really, this main event. Although it wasn't supposed to be. My original plans was to get the belt on Finn Balor and then have a rivalry with Roman Reigns. And then none of that ever happened. Finn Balor lost. He then got injured. He then never got a rivalry. Well, actually, no, it was to get the belt off Kevin through AJ Styles, then have a match with... I don't know. At the end of the day, I wanted it to have Roman Reigns in the Universal Championship at WrestleMania. It wasn't to be. Instead, he was on the sub-main with Pete Dunne, which it was still a good match. He still won. Kevin Owens then, walking out to WrestleMania as champion. I don't know why they're booing him. He's the babyface. He's quite literally the babyface in this match. He does look good with the belt, though. I've got to admit, I do like a good Kevin Owens with the belt. Fantastic WrestleMania match he had with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Absolutely love that, by the way. But here we go. Let's waste no more time. Let's get the cell down, shall we? And start this match. And off we go. Do we really need... Can we get in the cell, please? So we don't have to see this annoying thing in front of our eyes. I'd rather, like, go through the graphics. So I know it obviously defies what you'd actually see in a real match. But do we really have to see the cage? We know it's there. We know the cage is there. Anyway, back to the action. AJ Styles has started off quite well. He's gone underneath the ring straight away looking for something to hit Kevin Owens with. A baseball bat that he threw all the way across the ring even though Kevin Owens is right next to him. And now he's just allowed... What is happening? Could somebody just hit each other? If he goes outside the ring again... What is going on? What is going on? It's happened again. This is 4 times. Can they actually start wrestling, please? Oh my god, thank god for that. What a way to waste time for the fans. Big European uppercut. I do love myself a good European uppercut when I have my matches. Which, by the way, you can watch live. Not live. You can watch it for free on YouTube. Reach Wrestling's YouTube channel. I think the most recent one that they have done, I'm actually in the main event. So give that one a watch. Leave a comment. KO, though. Getting the better of AJ Styles after the little merry-go-round of getting in and out of the ring. Right, I'm not even joking. They've been stuck like this for about 2 minutes. Neither of them can go around the steps. Neither of them's getting in the ring. This match is turning to be a disaster. They've lost the crowd already. The crowd have had enough. But as you can see... it's... Oh, God. Who still wants me to do these? Who still wants me to spectate these matches? Eh? Nobody told me there was a glitch with Hell in a Cell where neither of them want to wrestle each other. What is happening? Are they like... Is it like, oh, we ain't got anywhere to be, we might as well sprint this out? This isn't Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. We don't want an Iron Man match, 60 minutes. AJ Styles is like fully recovered now. I mean, I'll give it a couple more minutes, but if nothing happens, I'm just going to have to quit and simulate, and this is going to be the most underwhelming ending to WrestleMania you've ever seen. Because this is absolutely ridiculous right now. I can't even take control of them. How bad is this? I'm getting real bad, like, Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar vibes from this. Like, both of these guys are just going to leave after, so they don't really care. And they're just like, oh, let's just waste loads of time. Like, I'll get in the ring, you get out, and we'll just do that 4 or 5 times. And then he's like, what should we do after? Well, I'll throw you over the steps, then both of us pretend that we can't climb over the steps. What a great idea. How long should we make that one last? I don't know, 20 minutes? Do you think we'll lose the crowd at that point? No. It's WrestleMania. It's the main event. They'll love this. It will build tension. Remember when Hogan and Rock stood in the ring staring at each other for 5 minutes? Yeah, but that was Hogan and Rock. Yeah? Well, we're Kevin Owens and AJ Styles. Well, I can't leave this no longer. I'm going to have to just quit and simulate. Because that is just awful. Oh, that is terrible. Well, Kevin Owens won. No idea how. Legendary match. I'm gone. That's it. No. That's no way a legendary match. See you later. How is that 5-star? Dave Meltzer's having a laugh. No way. Not a chance. No way. Oh, Raw's ending in a Hell in a Cell with Secret Weapon Eric. I almost want to spectate it. I'm not going to. They're starting with a Hell in a Cell too. That is going to be... They've got 4 Hell in a Cells. They genuinely have 4 Hell in a Cells. Well, that cell's getting used a lot tonight. And if the problems that happened that we had, well, everybody's in trouble. That show is no longer going to be 2 nights. It will be like 9. 9 nights of WrestleMania. MVP versus Drew McIntyre. MVP wins in a TLC match. Amazing match. Call out. Why are you having call outs at WrestleMania? T-Bar and Santos Escobar win in a Hell in a Cell match. T-Bar gets injured. Ivar doing a self-promo. Good for you, mate. Edge... They got Vince McMahon. Oh, they got Vince McMahon. And Vince McMahon wins. He beats Edge. He's not even in his gear. Vince McMahon, he won at this WrestleMania, of course. He beat Pat McAfee. But exactly the same, I reckon. I wonder how he took the spear. He did take it. Of course he didn't. Imagine if he did. I reckon it would be awful. Lindsay Dorado doing something for charity. Well done, Lindsay. And the main event, John Morrison versus Secret Weapon Eric in a Hell in a Cell. Speaking of Vikings, been watching Vikings myself. What a series. John Morrison wins. John Morrison's also injured. It's also a legendary match. It's legendary. Did they do the same thing as what our guys did? I bet they did. Just build tension the whole time. Unbelievable stuff. It does look like we have taken the win here at WrestleMania by 0.5. No, by 1 hole, because they had a 3.5 there in the middle of the match. It was a Hell in a Cell too, but ours was better. It's a TLC Women's Tag Team Titles match. Nice stuff. We gained 315,000 fans. How did we gain fans when we're putting on terrible matches like that? Never mind. Look at Akira Tozawa gobbing off. SmackDown is a joke. Glad to be free. Time to leave all the losers behind. Oh, you cannot write this. Heard that Akira Tozawa walked out on SmackDown. That took me by surprise. You would have had a title match at WrestleMania too. Absolutely mental. We're ranked number 1. Let's go. 278,000 fans. We still win. Even though this game is harder, we still win. Yeah, it looked a little bit ropey, didn't it, in the last episode at week number 10 when they started to beat us. But I think in this episode we've done very well at trying to keep everybody fit and healthy to wrestle, using our cards really well, and that ultimately picked up the win. Well, no, the tension between Kevin Owens and AJ Styles picked up the win. Of course it did. That's the reason why we gained over 300,000 fans who watched that main event and thought, I like SmackDown. So we are winners as Adam Pearce in this very first new series using the patch update with tag team titles. At least we managed to get both of the tag team titles on WrestleMania card. But tomorrow we will be doing that tag team only challenge where no single matches are allowed. We need a minimum of 16 wrestlers at all times. We're probably going to be using a lot of jobbers. We're going to be using a lot of cheap wrestlers too. I hope you can join me for that. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you want me to do to persuade you to subscribe if you've managed to get to the end of this video. So if you can, ever so politely, just take 5 seconds out of your day to click that red button, turn it grey, and help me on my way to 10,000 subscribers. I would really do appreciate it. Let me know down in the comments if you have done that, and I can thank you personally. But once again, thank you for all the support on these videos. I'm having an absolute blast, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. I'm never booking AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens again. Never, ever, ever.